Mike Smedra's role as structural welder for S&B Plant Services means he's often performing challenging jobs. That's why safety must come first, before deadlines and before budgets.
I have a moral obligation to myself and to my coworkers that if I see anybody doing something unsafe, that I have to stop them, because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. And I'd hope they do the same for me.
That's the sentiment all these craft employees truly believe, and one that's stressed by management.
We discovered years ago our work can be done injury-free. And so if it can be done injury-free, I feel we have a moral obligation to try our best to not injure people.
When I interviewed with Mr. Slaughter in 1995, I asked him what the budget for safety was, and he said, "Oh, that's easy. Do the right thing, whatever that cost."
The right thing means employees have the authority to stop work whenever they feel it's unsafe, and they won't be penalized. They carry this stop work card signed by the owner to remind them to do the right thing.
It's S&B Plant Services method of telling the guys that we expect you to stop it, we want you to stop it, and it's the right thing to do. So that's the whole intent of the stop work card.
I stop work all the time when I see somebody unsafe, so it doesn't really make me feel like I'm punishing somebody. It makes me feel like I'm protecting them.
In fact, they're often rewarded for being proactive. The philosophy is refreshing for these employees.
Safety here with S&B is really more to heart than other places I've worked with and other job sites.
If you're punitive about safety, other than the cardinal rule violations that we have a rule, there's no negotiation about it. But if you're punitive, then people suppress incidents and accidents. They push it underground, and then you have no idea that unsafe behaviors are occurring, or you can't improve your procedures and your processes. So then you can't improve as an organization. So it's very important that we have a sense of brotherhood, of compassion to each other. That's critical to having a safe work environment and to constantly improving our processes and procedures.
Is that piece they're talking about lying up there after they put it together?
With the help of the Employee Managed Safety Committee, S&B Plant Services implemented a new program called POP, People Observing People. Craft employees observe each other working, noting the safe and at-risk behaviors, and addressing any issues on the spot.
It's time, rather than you working, it's time that S&B is dedicated saying, we want you to work safe and we're going to pay you to not work, but to go observe somebody else and correct them if needed or attaboy them if needed.
We've shown here that the direct correlation of the reduction of injuries is due to the increase of participation in the observation process. Everything we do, every program we put in place, everything that we see that needs to be corrected usually comes from the employees' feedback on the observation process.
The employees eagerly suggest ways to strengthen the daily safety task assessments, or STAs.
Each morning, every crew has to do it before they start their jobs. The process works by identifying all the hazards on the job. Once you identify them, you have to tell the hazards of them. Once you tell the hazards, you have to find ways to get rid of them or to remove them out of your way.
Safety is a part of daily life here as a result of Mr. Slaughter's unwavering attention to the safety culture and its effect on employees and clients alike.
And so I looked into our own records for 2 years worth of accidents. Okay, I'm gonna put the unavoidable acts of guides over here and the ones we could have avoided over here. Well, went through it twice and none in this pile. Okay, everything's here. Well, that was absolutely shocked me. Okay, that was a paradigm shift because I realized that the ignorant person was me because I was creating the work environment for these people.
And with that realization, the culture shifted at S&B Plant Services. Employees are recognized for safety. They help create the programs and they believe in them.
From the time we get here in the morning times till we leave in the afternoon, it's all about safety when we're doing our job planning, our task itself, all about safety.
I think about safety all the time. It's almost become second nature out here. If we see someone doing something unsafe, we stop them immediately and fix it right on the spot.
A safe work environment means these employees get to go home to their families And that's what matters most.